China has now sounded a conciliatory note on the standoff along the LOC. Trump, meanwhile, has offered mediation over the flare-up along the line of actual control. India has decided not to lower its guard in the flashpoint areas in Ladakh. Government sources said that India has already decided to continue its infrastructure projects like road and bridge construction. India has also made it clear the Chinese military was hindering normal patrolling by its troops along the line of actual control in Ladakh and Sikkim. India strongly refuted Beijing's claim of trespassing across the Chinese side. Remember, India's refusal to back down comes in the wake of Chinese envoy's statement in which he said that both countries pose no threat to each other. Meanwhile, the Army Commanders Conference will enter day 2 today. The conference is being presided over by Army Chief General Naravane. The key agenda of this meeting is to discuss the situation along the LOC, the LAC, as well as operations in Kashmir. India Today's Foreign Affairs editor Geeta Mohan also spoke exclusively to US Congressman Ted Yoho on the US President's offer to mediate between India and China, as well as on trade ties with China.
President Trump was just briefing reporters where specific questions were asked on how is US going to take China to task. Are we looking at, given the Foreign Relations Committee that you're a part of, are we really looking at serious sanctions against the Chinese?
Yeah, we are. I mean, we've got mounting sanctions that are escalating. We, on the Foreign Affairs Committee 2 years ago, when the World Security Council voted to put sanctions on North Korea for the nuclear test, all 12 members of the Security Council voted unanimously, yet China and Russia are the ones that aren't holding true to those. And so we've asked the Treasury Department, our Treasury Department, to sanction the big banks of China, their construction bank, their Bank of Agriculture, because those are the ones that are funneling money through North Korea. So what you're going to see is an escalation of that. And with the acts that China has done on Hong Kong, there is this movement, and it'll happen, to remove the autonomous state of Hong Kong that gets the favorable banking regulations and all that. And that is going to go away, and that's going to put more economic pressure on China. In addition, the supply chains from rare earth metals to the vitamins and minerals that go into our livestock feed to the APIs come from China. There is a movement, and it'll be a rapid movement of removing these APIs and the manufacturing that out of China to trusted allies like India, bring them back home here domestically. All that is going to be economic pain on Xi Jinping and the Communist Party.
India continues to maintain that any issue between India and any other country that's a bilateral border issue will be solved bilaterally, and there can be no third-party intervention. But the larger perspective, what do you think, where is the offer really coming from to mediate from President Trump, and your reading of the India-China border situation?
Well, I think what you see with President Trump is he is so used to negotiations. He's offering his expertise in that. And as you said, it's ultimately going to be between India and China. And we're here to facilitate any way we can. And I know President Trump feels the same way on that.
So India's moved additional troops at the LAC near Ladakh to fend off the continuing incursions by the Chinese army. So far, several rounds of talks with China have failed to ease tensions. India Today is the only channel who is in Ladakh to get you the latest in the India-China standoff amid the simmering tensions.
A sharp border escalation, aggressive China resorting to multiple border intrusions, mobilizing 5,000 army troops at the line of actual control in Ladakh. In a matching response, India has gone for a tit-for-tat counter-mobilization near the Galwan Valley, ramping up troops and war machines in an all-out eyeball-to-eyeball with China. India Today found one of the biggest troop deployments by India underway.
People living near line of actual control here in Ladakh say that they have never seen in decades this kind of army build-up from Indian side after 1965 war with China. The Ladakh Scouts, which is the main force to fight any kind of conflict in this region, has been already dispatched to different sections of line of actual control in Ladakh.
While the army is monitoring every movement in Ladakh, border tension has got people living near the line of actual control worried.
इंडिया को मतलब अपने जो गवर्नमेंट है उनको मोस्टली जो बॉर्डर है उन पर ज़्यादातर ध्यान देना चाहिए, क्योंकि पिछले टाइम से जो अगर मैप देखा जाएगा तो अगर देखेंगे तो पहले हम लोग की तरफ से ज़्यादा हिस्सा था, बाद में वो चाइना ने अपना कब्जा करके अपनी तरफ ले लिया है.
China is not directly attacking, it is attacking from inside. It is capturing the land one by one, in very small pieces. So to prevent that, India should occupy the land which has been captured by the China and should capture, and to tell them not to capture our land, India should capture their land too.
Nepal, which was staking claim to Indian territories of Lipu Lake and Kalapani through a proposed map, meanwhile has backed off, indicating that the controversial map has hit a roadblock.
हमारे पुरखों के समय से ही कालापानी भारत का अभिन्न अंग रहा है और आगे भी रहेगा कि नेपाल बेफालतू का एक राजनीतिक विवाद पैदा कर रहा है चाइना के संरक्षण में आके कि कोरोना के माध्यम से लोगों को बहकाया जाए, भड़काया जाए, इसीलिए बेफालतू का एक राजनीतिक मुद्दा बना दिया गया.
कालापानी सदियों से हम लोग का रहा है और सिगौली की संधि के बाद भी कालापानी लिपु लेक हमारा ही जमीन है, भारतीयों की जमीन है और पहले भी जिस स्कंद पुराण में इसका जिक्र आता है.
External Affairs Ministry sources say that they are monitoring developments both in China and Nepal. With Ashraf Wani in Ladakh and Dilip Singh Rathore in Lipu Lake, Bureau Report, India Today.
Let's move on to some other stories this morning. A massive controversy has erupted after the B.S. Yediyurappa government has decided to rename a flyover in the city of Bengaluru after Hindutva icon Vinayak Damodar Savarkar. Now, the Congress and the JDS have hit out at the ruling BJP government, accusing it of insulting freedom fighters of Karnataka. Take a look at this report.
Politics heating up in Karnataka over B.S. Yediyurappa government's move to name a flyover at Bengaluru's Yelahanka after freedom fighter and Hindutva ideologue Veer Savarkar. Opposition Congress and JDS opposed the move, calling it an insult to freedom fighters from the state. The 400-meter-long flyover was constructed at a cost of 34 crore. Earlier, the flyover was scheduled to be inaugurated by Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa on Thursday, which is Savarkar's birthday. But the program has been cancelled as Intel report claims large number of people might gather during the event. Former CM and JDS leader H.D. Kumaraswamy tweeted, saying the move will bring disrepute to the state. He advised the B.S. Yediyurappa government to name the flyover after a Kannada icon. Congress MLA N.A. Harris too slammed the move.
I think I also agree with Kumaraswamy. I think they are trying to make a controversy with that naming, in fact. See, they have to take everybody into confidence, which this government is not doing. Let it be naming of a flyover or naming of a road or regarding COVID and lockdown and whatever relaxation. Nothing they are discussing with the opposition. So it is democracy, it is not dictatorship here.
But the BJP has defended naming the flyover after Savarkar. BJP MLA Vishwanath said that Veer Savarkar was a freedom fighter and a great warrior.
November it will take time, sir, another 3 weeks, because it is a big work. We have put a photo of Veer Savarkar and we will make puja also. There.
Congress and JDS are saying they will protest.
No problem, sir. They are their duty.
Okay.
Because they are protesting against the patriots only, no?
The BJP even accused the Congress and JDS of ignoring icons outside their dynasties.
They do not appreciate anyone from outside the dynasty being appropriated anywhere in the country. Whereas the BJP has always respected and recognized the local heroes always.
Mayor of Bengaluru says that the proposal has been duly approved by the Bengaluru municipal body BBMP.
एक वेरी क्लियर है, कहीं पे भी नियमों का उल्लंघन नहीं हुआ है। पहले इसका प्रोसीजर वो लोग समझना चाहिए, क्योंकि वो भी एक महानगर पालिका सदस्य है। उधर के जनता का अभिप्राय लिया गया है कि ये नाम रखना है नहीं रखना है। अभिप्राय के दौर पे, जनता के अभिप्राय के दौर पे वहाँ पे वीर सावरकर का नाम रखा गया।
Will the Savarkar flyover be another avenue of political fight over ideology for Karnataka?
This morning, we're also getting you all the latest updates on the coronavirus outbreak. Starting off with the latest numbers from the government. The total cases in India at this point stands at 1,51,767. The death toll has gone up to 4,337. Those are the nationwide numbers. Let's break down the statewide data also for you. Maharashtra is the worst affected state with 54,758 cases of coronavirus and 1,792 deaths being reported. In Tamil Nadu, the second worst affected state, the number of cases stands at 17,728 with 127 deaths being reported. Over to Gujarat, where there are 14,821 cases of coronavirus as confirmed by the government. The death toll in Gujarat, very, very worrying, as it's gone up now to 915. Those are the latest figures as of 6:30 this morning. Let's also take you through the top 5 developments that we're tracking on the story. 2 passengers who had travelled on a SpiceJet flight from Ahmedabad to Guwahati on May 25th have now also tested positive for coronavirus. COVID-19 tests were conducted at Guwahati after landing and the passengers were quarantined. The operating crew has been quarantined and SpiceJet is coordinating with the government agencies in notifying other passengers who had travelled with them. Delhi's North Deputy Police Commissioner has tested positive for coronavirus. A total of 400 cops have tested positive in the capital and over a 1,000 number has in fact been quarantined. Cops posted on hotspots have also been asked to take necessary precautions. 269 coronavirus cases have been reported in Uttar Pradesh, taking the total cases in the state above the 6,500 mark. Agra continues to be the worst affected district with 873 cases, followed by Meerut with 402 cases and Noida, which is in the Gautam Budh Nagar, which has 365 cases. Punjab Chief Minister Captain Amrinder Singh will chair a review meet on the overall coronavirus situation in the state on May 30th. After taking stock of the situation, the state government will announce its decision with regards to lockdown norms and whether it will be relaxed or extended further. The state has over 2,000 COVID cases. Rajasthan reports 280 cases in the last 24 hours. 42 of these were from Jaipur alone. Total cases in the state is now inching towards the 7,800 mark. Now, COVID cases in the state of Maharashtra continue to catapult. Maharashtra, for the first time, has witnessed more than 100 deaths being reported in a single day. 105 deaths have been reported in 24 hours. The state saw, in fact, 2,190 cases being added to its tally in 24 hours. The total cases in the state is now inching towards the 57,000 mark. Mumbai, which is in fact the worst hit city in the state and in the country, recorded 1,044 new cases. 32 fresh deaths due to COVID-19 were also reported. COVID deaths in the financial capital has now neared 1,100 with over 34,000 cases also in the city. Meanwhile, Maharashtra Minister Jayant Patil has stated that the government was mulling relaxing curbs in places where no cases have in fact been reported. He, however, asserted that the final decision will depend on instructions from the centre. Now, the Shopping Mall Association has told the Karnataka Chief Minister that they are ready with standard operating procedures and can open in 24 hours if given permission. Nolan Pinto entered the Forum Mall in Whitefield to see exactly how they are prepared for, in fact, opening up.
Karnataka's shopping malls are hoping to reopen once the fourth round of lockdown ends. The Shopping Centres Association of India has met Karnataka Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa, making the demand. The shopping mall representatives claim they have the ability to ensure crowd control and provide a hygienic environment while maintaining social distancing norms.
We also told them about the tremendous amount of employment which is suffering in the state today owing to malls being closed, as well as the revenues that are being lost at every level by the malls, by the retailers, by the government in terms of taxation. There's a complete loss all round.
The Mall Association claimed the centralized air conditioning won't contribute to the spread of coronavirus.
Centralized AC is the most safest in terms of temperature control, in terms of filtering aspect, and in terms of getting the fresh air, because it's all done on a scientific basis.
The Prestige Group, that manages the oldest and largest number of Forum malls across India, says all their 9 malls are ready to reopen with safety norms in place.
Come February, we were on the floor with enhanced safety measures. We doubled our hygiene efforts that we are doing across the malls. World over, malls have already opened. They have opened in China, they have opened in Europe, and they have opened in US, and they have received very good responses. Now, how we are programming post-opening. So yes, we are ready to open in less than 24-hour notice. I mean, we can open today evening.
India Today visited the Forum, Shantiniketan Mall in Whitefield to see the preparations firsthand.
Now we want to show you what exactly they have done to make sure that when you come over here, you and also the people working over in this place are safe. In fact, they have this particular board before you enter, and it's very important that you read it. If you do not have a mask, they will not allow you inside. You must also have the Arogya Setu app. Without that app, you will not be allowed inside, because they need to know that you are safe. Now this, what I'm entering, is a sanitization tunnel. It's very important. We'll all actually have to go through this. Without this, they will not allow you inside. All that is done, that's the safety point of view, but the security point of view cannot be neglected. So you will still undergo through this, and here, no more will they actually frisk you by touching. It'll just be normal what she does. Yeah, please go ahead. They have actually placed these markers over here, these distance markers. It clearly says, please maintain distance. So when people come over here, they need to follow this before they actually use a lift. It's also interesting because I want to show you something over here. They have a sensor-based hand sanitizer over here. You don't touch anything. As simple, very simple as that. Second thing is, when you enter this particular lift, you have a lift operator, and they have these distance markers everywhere.
A big problem malls will face will be maintaining social distance in washrooms.
And again, to maintain social distance, they have these social distance markers over here, so you wait your turn. All the way to make sure that you do not touch another person. They have these mirrors, so when you're entering, you will know if there's another person entering there, so you can actually stay away from that person and not touch that person. I'm entering this particular washroom. What they tell us is that they are limiting the number of people, so it's 50% who will be actually allowed over here. There are about, 10 wash basins here. They say that every alternate wash basin will be allowed, so only about 5 of them. And continuously, there will be staff over here who will be cleaning the place, because ultimately, hygiene is very important.
Our next step was the food court. Using the escalator will also be via strict social distancing.
Rules again over here. 1, please skip a step for social distancing. So no more can you all stand together. You have to follow the rules. You can clearly see what they have done over there. To maintain social distancing, they have actually painted in a very zigzag format. You have a gap of 2 steps, in fact. So that's what I'm actually going to do. I'm going to wait for my turn. Not here. There I am.
At the food court, people will no more need to stand at the counters and place order for their food.
I've now entered the food court, and the first thing that I noticed after entering this place is that all the tables and chairs have actually been spread apart in order to maintain social distancing. You just scan this, get your menu, and everything is done, and also pay it online. So basically, this is what they have done here to make sure that you're safe. There's only that much that they can do. The responsibility also lies with you. All this is done in order to make sure that you, your family members, your friends and relatives are all safe when you finally step out. With video journalist Madhuar, Nolan Pinto for India Today.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.